Om Sadashiva-Samarambham Shankaracharya-Madhyamam Asmadacharya-Paryantam Vande Guru-Paramparam Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidyushavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In the last class we were discussing this Janaka very carefully pointed out how I was so long in illusion, and because of that reason I was not able to understand myself. And of course he gave this example, yatha na toyatah bhinnat tarangaha phena budbudaha atmanah na tatha bhinnaha vishwatma vinirgatam iti. Okay, up to this we have seen. When we see this, definitely mind will start saying, I understand the concept, but this body destroys everything, but I don't accept it. So how can you say this? Because I am able to feel, I am able to relate with this world. Okay, this bubble or foam, this taranga wave, fantastic from a distance, but I don't have that sort of proximity. I don't have that sort of association, connection with that. Then mind when projects that way, this is called beauty in Shravanam. So he has done proper Shravanam, okay? Then what he does, he says, okay, fine, oh mind, listen to me. So he goes next verse. What he says? Tantu matro bhavet eva. It should be bhavet evam, it should be. Eva also be. Pato, no, eva. Pato yadvat vicharitah. Atma tanmatrame vedam. Tadvad vishwa vicharitam. Says, look, okay, if you see this, yadvat vicharita patah tantumatra bhavet, tadvat vicharitam idam vishwam atma tanmatra eva bhavati. If you look at that, the cloth that we use, here I experience, I feel is important, in fact is everything. I am able to, especially in winter time, this is most important thing. One extra cloth, gives beauty, protects. Imagine when the temperature is like, even if temperature is 19 degree or 20 degree. So if one layer becomes less and all your energy is consumed, just heating up the body, will you be able to be productive? Will your mind work? It's not that those who stay in hottest places, I am not talking about them, okay? In fact, they have to remove all the clothes, okay? And that's why those people, especially Chennai people, when they come to Himalaya, even if little bit happens, they cover everything as though, it is 0 degree. That's another funny thing to happen, okay? Here he says, look, the cloth definitely is a cloth as long as there is no analysis. Abhivekena pataiti. When there is no viveka, there is no discrimination, there is no analysis, definitely it is what? Cloth. not only cloth, people, Gucci. That word Gucci, you understand? Oh, sorry, Gucci is not cloth. I am sorry. I have to update myself, okay? Okay, all these cloth brands in India in our childhood time was funny, called Raymond. Complete man. And I am not telling you jokes. The fellow cannot have a small cloth, proper cloth. During marriage time, will demand, I want Raymond fitting and setting. Because that time the fellow becomes a complete man, okay? So let me not get into. So I have to update related to the cloth, the brands, okay? So that's why I am going back to Raymond, okay? Now, whatever popular brands are there, I can give you a beautiful example. I should not say, this is Swamiji's cloth, okay? This is the best example, okay? Actually, this cloth, it should not be too costly. Same type of material, with the same color, one can get a really cheaper price. I don't want to tell the price, okay? But one particular shop in all over India sells this. Only one shop. And there you have to go and tell, you know what? Dayananda Dhoti. You don't have to say Swami Dhoti, then they will give you different type of, you will get confused more. You have to be very specific, you have to ask Dayananda Dhoti. Then they will ask you two options, with border or without border. That is also very clear. So because it is Dayananda Dhoti, comes from only one special shop, now what happens to the price? So sometimes you don't feel like wearing, I am not telling you jokes. For what? Hey, you need to cover yourself. Do you need this thing? Because why they sell? I am just stretching about this dhoti matter today. Because the devotees of disciple of Dayananda Swamiji, because only we put this all over India, mainly, not other Swamijis. So they know very well, all the disciples of these Swamijis will be rich. If you tell less price, they will feel uncomfortable. So put high price, they will be very comfortable. Am I right or no? Wrong? Please, some of you can say me the truth, okay? But in reality, Abhivekena, this is Dayananda Dhoti. Abhivekena, the best dhoti. Abhivekena, in fact, is dhoti. This is our purpose, nothing to criticize to anybody, okay? Please. But once we start using our viveka, now tell me, where is dhoti? In fact, only the thread, tantu eva. And that is what is being highlighted here, that Abhivekena pataiti, not only pataiti, pruthak vastu eva anubhuyate. This is the most important aspect. Because of lack of discriminative power, analysis power, do you know what will say? Swamiji, some people have said me also this. Swamiji, whatever you may say, this dhoti is really good. Other dhoti not that good. That anubhava, experience is different because you have paid more money, okay? Let me tell one joke, okay, so that to reduce this seriousness today. The story goes, so in a village, a person was very miser. And whatever he buys, very carefully. So one day he went to the market and he saw, big green chilies and very fascinating. So he asked, what is the price? Actually, it was a costly. But this vegetable vendor knew him, that this fellow is just wasting time, nothing will buy. Just for fun, he reduced the price. Said, okay, this is the price. Then he got really amused. How is it possible? Okay. And he bought 1 kg of chili. Now what to do? He cannot give to anybody because miser, remember. Nor if he sells or something, nobody is going to buy from him either. They know something is wrong. What is going to wrong with him? So what he did? He sat down, started eating. And while eating, tears, smoke, everything comes out. The smoke goes away through the ear, and tears, fire through the eyes, you understand, everything comes. And water through the mouth. So hot. Somebody came and asked, hey, what are you doing? If it is not good, why are you eating? Don't eat the chili. He said, when did I eat chili? Then, no, I am not eating chili. Then what are you eating? I am eating my money, okay? I have paid that money. Can you see what sort of viveka the person is having? So, you all have viveka, very selective, choosy viveka. We don't need that viveka here. Coming back to the point. Avivekena patta asti. Not only there is a cloth, also anubhuyate. We are able to experience. Kintu vicharitah. Once we do vicharanam, once we start, analyzing, then what we need to do pariksha. Tattvataha parikshitah. What we see? Pata nasti. Tantu matra eva bhavati. The pata means this cloth becomes what? Thread. Can you see? Pataha means the cloth becomes what? Tantu. Actually, there is no becoming here. In fact, indeed it will be tantu. But I was looking at as a cloth. Is it clear? So this is called vicharanam, to be done. This is to be done analysis. So also, he highlights same point. If you look at verse, yadvat vicharitah patah tantu matra bhavet. Tadvat. Now you need to do same way. Vicharitam idam vishwam atma tanmatra eva bhavati. And once you start doing vicharanam, what you see? This entire universe is what? Nama rupatmakaiti. It has got a name, it has got a form, or based on a form we have given name. So in the form of name and form. Now this prapancha, this entire universe, that is being experienced, that is being seen, that is being observed. Because it is available for my experience and everything, as long as I don't do vicharanam. Once I start doing vicharanam, that's why I say avicharena swatantrena satyamiva bhati. Beautiful point. When there is avicharam, when you do not do avicharam means what? Remember that chili also is avicharam. So the person was consuming chili, it is avicharam, it is not vicharam. You cannot use your vicharam, your discriminative faculty according to your convenience. That's why we say, for example sake, I'm saying is, a lawyer can use the law to protect somebody. And as long as the lawyer uses the law, even if wrongly, to protect somebody, lawyer will not be punished. It is not part of. Whereas if the lawyer starts using the same law for one's own benefit, now, how the lawyer will be looked at? Can you call that lawyer as a good lawyer? You will call as a crook. Can you see this point very carefully? So same thing also here. This vicharam that we use, the viveka that we use, for what? To strengthen my likes and dislikes, to strengthen my mind, or to put a check with my mind. All the time we use that vichara to strengthen my mind. I don't use vicharam to, put a check or to make the mind to see whether you are right or wrong, whether you are thinking in line with the situation or not. That's why he highlights very nicely, avicharena eva. It appears, not only it has its independent, this world is independent. In fact, I am independent, It's like no child, especially when you become teenager, you put your hand in parent's pocket. We have saying, putting hand in the father's pocket or parent's pocket. So the teenager announces the whole world, I am independent. Not only whole world, including the parents. Now, mom, I'm 17, I'm 18. Don't say anything, but give me whatever I want, okay? And of course, they know very well if they go away somewhere, like all these Western countries, in India also started, they run away, become, very rebellious and whatnot, run away for a few years. Then after a few years, worst case, what happens when parents passes away? Whatever parents must have kept out of sense of guilt or whatever, it will come back to you, don't worry. Coming back to you again. Now, same thing, satyam iva bhati, it as though truth. But remember here, once you do vicharanam, vicharitam iti, how to do vicharanam? Not out of your experience, not out of your frustration. Shastra acharya upadesena. So with the upadesham, with the teaching of shastra or acharya's upadesha in keeping with shastra, that's better. And what is that? Atma anatma viveka purvakam. So what is atma and what is anatma? When that analysis is being done, with that analysis, when you do the pariksha, the examination, what you discover? You discover there is nothing called universe. There is nothing called world. Jagat nasti iti. Because there is only one thing exists, that is called Chaitanyam Advaitam Vastu, and that is Sarva Prakashakam, that is Sarvasya Adhishthanam. And what is that? That is me. In Atmani, this whole universe exists. That means Jagata does not stand independently. So this jnanam will happen or will come to the person when this vicharanam is done, atma anatma viveka. And why, how it happens, please understand. If the existence of anything is created because of ignorance, then only the knowledge will make you to understand that does not exist. And how is it possible? He gives another example. Let us look at that example too. Yatha yathi vekshurase krupta tena vyapteva sarkara tatha vishwammai kalpam maya vyaptam nirantaram. It should be kluptam, it should be. It says, look, yatha eva इक्षुरसे कृप्ता शर्करा तेन एव व्याप्ता अस्ति तथा विश्वम मयि कल्पम क्लुप्तम अस्ति मया निरंतरम व्याप्तम. So do you understand anything? Then you can say, Swamiji, why are you talking like this? Okay. Yatha. So always example, yatha means just as. So he gives example what? Ikshurasa. Ikshurasa means sugarcane juice. So when you see that how this sugarcane juice gets converted into sarkara, jaggery, and in that jaggery you can have different form. You can have a toy of a jaggery. You can have 10 grams, 20 grams, 1 kilo, 2 kilos, whatever shape and size you want. You can have, because in that frame or in that thing you put the hot, this sugar cane. They boil it, okay? Juice, real they boil nicely, you should see. Then that's all shape comes. So what he wants to say, whether you boil or even if you just put it in different glasses also, what he wants to highlight here, now in different type of, let us say in sugar or you can say jaggery or anything, including the sweet that you are having, in sweet, the sugar cane juice is pervaded or not? It is there. Can you separate sugar cane juice? Can you separate it from the sweet? If you remove all the sugar cane juice, where is sweet? Okay, nowadays there are, kind of sweetless sweet, diabetic sweet, okay? And you cannot think of what are the things are there. And for your kind information, I think here also, there is a leaf, one plant is there. So if you take that plant, really, really good sweet. In fact, if you have 1 or 2 leaf, put it in the tea or coffee or anything, super sweet it is. So very nice that leaf. So I was having some. It is available in Italy also. I saw somewhere it was there. So anyway, coming back, in India of course it is there, no doubt in it. So coming to the point, here he says, look, now how that is, that ikshurashaha is baptam in sarkara. Here also same thing, atma sarva gata sarva prakashakaha, and it is baptam in Vishwa. I am using the Sanskrit word, baptam means pervaded, okay? So that's why once I use the English word, then you have to remember, so that you have to work in the mind, or else you will sleep in the class, nothing later, okay? Swamiji is talking, same thing. The beauty of teaching is, somebody told me very nicely, little bit I am going, wow, time is going to be. Somebody said, so why you people use all this methodology of teaching? Can't you make teaching simple? Like all these new age gurus and all these people, how simple they make it. Yes. Because new age gurus, teaching, there is no teaching, number one. And you cannot listen to them all the time. If you listen to them 5 to 10 classes, if you listen, after 10 years, 20 years, they will be repeating the same thing with some words change here and there. Will there be anything extra? Here we use methodology teaching, which is teaching is involved. Not pep talks, not Instagram reel. You understand? Here we talk in details to make sure that your mind has to listen to you. And when all these methodology of teaching are being used, then mind starts waking up, you start working with. To make you to understand the teaching, the methodology of teaching is must. And if you say, no, Swamiji, make it very simple, don't make it complicated, don't worry. I am not interested, because I am taking class not for your sake, for my sake also. Continuing. So he says that, now, maya vyaptam If we look at, understand very carefully, that in this Vishwam, Tasmat Vishwam Tena Vyaktamiti. Now, how is it? How to look at this? He says you can look at it in two ways. From Adhisthana Drishtya, like if you want to see, like the example was how the sarkara, means how this sugar is pervaded by iksurasa, sugar cane juice. So that means in sugar cane, what happens? Please understand. So in sarkara, I made a mistake. Now the sarkara, the sugar is in sugar cane. There is no doubt in it. In fact, sugar exists in where? Or in sugar, there is sugar cane. Both way. So adhisthana drishtya, Vishwa Atmanishtitam. The entire universe is in Atma. That is the principle. Whereas from Aveda Drishtya, from our understanding standpoint, non-duality standpoint, Atma eva Vishwarupam, not Atma and Vishwa. Me and Vishwa. Me and world doesn't exist. Unless, very nicely we say, na? This is what the problem happens in many countries. Nobody in India supposed to say, like for example, Tamil Nadu and India. Is it allowed? One state name is Tamil Nadu and India. Is it allowed? Once you say India, Tamil Nadu is part of it. But once upon a time, Jammu Kashmir and India was called. Because they had some special status, they had separate flag, they had everything separate. Like for example, in Italy, they have also same thing. Sicily and Italy, they can tell. In fact, there is big fight going on till now. So this happens why and how? Because when a particular region starts merging with the terms and conditions, and that time whatever terms and conditions was made, based on that it happened. Please try to understand how it had happened. And that is being respected. That is their point. Here there is no terms and conditions. So I cannot say Atma and Vishwa, me and Vishwa. Because in Vishwa, it is like saying that sugar juice and what? Sugar. Because once I say sugar cane juice, in that sugar is there. In fact, it cannot be divided, it cannot be separated either. So that's what he says, Aveda Drishtya Atma eva Vishwarupena avabhasate. It shines as Vishwam iti. So that means what? When you look at that there is sugar, now there is also sugar cane juice. There we try to see Karya Karana. So what is Karya? What is product? The sugar is product. What is Karana? The cause? Sugar cane juice. Are you able to understand or not? I think some of you are lost somewhere. I don't understand. Because I am not getting the feedback at all. So when I look at this Karya Karana Sambandha, now from the Karana there is Karya. But in reality, is there anything called Karya and Karana? So that's why this Aveda, Karya Karana Aveda Drushti has to be made carefully. How? When a person understands Atma Avikaraha Nirvikalpaha iti. That's why what is to be done? He says, look, wherever there is many, Nanatvam Nama Rupa Matram. This is the conclusion. Where there are differences, it is only name and form. Whereas Atma Vastutaha Sarvam Atma eva. In reality, everything is only Atma iti. And how is it if this is the case? But I don't see this, I don't feel this. Of course, gives another example. Atma Jnanat Jagat Bhati. Atma Jnanat na bhasate. Rajya Jnanat ahi bhati. Tajnanat bhasate nahi. So you have to be a little bit careful here. He says, look, Atma, it should be Atma, not Atma. Atma Jnanat. So this will be perfect. So somewhere it is being said Atma Jnanat, it looks like a little. It should be Atma Jnanat. Then it's okay. Dirgha. Because Atma Ajnanat Jagat Bhati. And Atma Jnanat Jagat na bhasate iti. And how is it? He gives the example. Rajju Ajnanat ahi bhati. So the example is, why this phone is changing? Don't do this mistake. Learn to be in the class. Rajju Ajnanat ahi bhati. How? Because of lack of knowledge of rope. What happens? The snake is visible. The snake appears because there is no Rajju Jnanam. There is no rope Jnanam. Our example, okay, popular example. Now, once we have Rajju Jnanam, Tat Jnanat, means Ahi Jnanat, what happens? Rajju Jnanat, what happens? Ahi na bhasate. There will be no snake. So you don't have to do anything to get rid of the rope, get rid of the snake. Will you do chant Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama 24 hours? To get rid of rope? No, I want to do meditation. I want to be friendly with Ahi. No. I want to do cobra so that I will show that you are small cobra, I am a bigger cobra. Now I want to do pranayama so that I will make sure that your susu is stronger than my susu. Hopefully you will not go for other susu, okay? More of it we'll see. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Ashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.